Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're well. Hope you're at home. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're looking after each other. Right. My name's Prithpal. I'm from a company called the Ministry of Dhol. I just want to say a big thank you to your hosts, Professional Asian and Divine Music, for giving us the chance to come up on this platform and showcase what we do and bore you even more. I know you're not bored. I know you enjoyed this, but I just had to say that. I also want to say a big thank you to all the NHS staff and all the frontline staff out there taking care of so many people, not just during this pandemic, but obviously in general as well. So thank you to everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. Right, so my name's Prithpal, Ministry of Dhol, percussionist. I play not just this drum you see here, but I play a whole load of drums. I'm going to take on a little ride, going to take on a little journey, and kind of explain how I became a musician, a drummer, so to speak. Yeah. So my journey started when I was about this big. I know it's about that big. I know it's kind of hard to imagine me being that small. I mean, looking at me now, but I was that big at one time. Okay. So being young, I used to get dragged to the temple with my grandma. My grandma used to play a dholak, a little smaller version of the dhol. I used to get dragged to the gurdwara. She used to play the dholki. I used to sit in her lap. I used to listen. I used to watch. And I kind of picked it up from there. And then what happened was my grandma had her dholki at home. Whenever we went home after the temple, I'd take the dholki out and start playing and sing a whole lot of words that didn't mean nothing whatsoever. And I tried to kind of impersonate what she did. So I'd sing and play. And then to cut a long story short, I started learning tabla at a very young age. I was learning tabla for about 9-10 years. My ustad was the late, the great Gurmeet Singh Vidiji. I was learning with him for quite a long time, 9 years. And then towards the end of my time with tabla, well, not the end of my time, but a few years after I started learning, I kind of got introduced to a huge drum called the dhol. I mean, I had never seen this drum anywhere before. I'd never heard it anywhere before. And what it is, my brothers and my cousins, they used to be in a Bhangra team, and they used to rehearse every Thursday night. And I used to go there with my friends just because at the end of every session, they used to have KFC and pizza. So I used to go there with my friends just to kind of help them finish their food. But in one session, we went there slightly earlier, and there was a guy there playing the dhol. And I saw this drum, and I was like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. I want a piece of that. So when they finished, I kind of got onto the dhol, started playing, kind of got the sticks and started doing all this sort of stuff. And basically what I did was whatever I learned on the tabla, I kind of put onto the dhol. I kind of converted it from that to that. And I just started playing, and then over the years, I got my own dhol. My granddad brought me my own dhol. It was a huge drum. It had cracks in it. It was really, really bad. And I just practiced what I knew from tabla, I brought onto the dhol. And from there, it was just escalated, really. And then come 1993, I moved from hometown in Leicester to London, set up the Ministry of Dhol. The Ministry of Dhol is a dhol teaching school. Set that up because when I started playing dhol kind of professionally in 1987, doing a whole load of weddings. People would see me, and in those days, there weren't dhol players who were playing with DJs, doing solo dhol playing with DJs. Dhol players were with bands. So people saw what I did, and they wanted to kind of learn because there weren't that many. There was nobody teaching basically back then. So I started the Ministry of Dhol up in 1993. Right now, I'm still teaching. The Ministry of Dhol is still going strong. 27 years this year. This year? Yeah, 27 years. So over that time, 1993, 1995, 96, I was introduced to a fusion band. DJ Ritu band's name was Asian Equation. People called it fusion music, but we called it Asian Underground. So I got involved with Asian Underground, started playing dhol, tabla, mixing tabla and dhol with Western beats, with things like rock, drum and bass, dub, all that sort of stuff. Year 2000, joined another Asian Underground band, if you want to call them that. Slightly a bit more kind of commercial, Asian Dub Foundation. Became chief percussionist with Asian Dub Foundation. I was with them for 15 years, toured the world extensively, just non-stop touring. I think we must have covered the world kind of 3-4 times over, to places that people wouldn't even imagine. We toured Cuba, we toured Reunion Island, tiny little island off the coast of Madagascar, the Azores, Japan. We did Japan like 11, 12 times. I had my own fan club in Japan as well, and in France. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing basically, playing dhol, playing tabla, teaching dhol to a wider audience, promoting dhol all over the world. Different cultures, experiencing different cultures and bringing that back. So yeah, that's myself and the Ministry of Dhol. Just before we go any further, I just want to introduce you. To Celina. Celina's my daughter. Celina is an amazing dhol player. Celina can kind of share the same journey as what I had. Obviously because she is my daughter at the end of the day. Celina is a part of the Ministry of Dhol's sister company called MissMOD. MissMOD is Miss Ministry of Dhol is the female contingent of the Ministry of Dhol. Set MissMOD up in 2016. Female dhol players, they have their own grace, they have their own flair when it comes to playing dhol. Male dhol players, full of testosterone, full of energy, full of strength. With the females, they have their own flair. They just play with more grace. And it's a pleasure to teach female drummers, female dhol players. It's a pleasure to teach Celina and all her sisters in the MissMOD. Celina, would you like to say a few words on how you feel about being a female dhol player in a male-dominated industry? Celina.
Hi guys, my name is Celina. If there is one word I could use for my whole life about how I feel about playing in such a huge male-dominated industry, that is proud. And I can say this on behalf of all my sisters in MissMOD and all my sisters across the world who play the dhol and are female. Personally, for me, it's been a 7-year journey. I've been playing ever since I was 7 years old, and I'm now 16. And I can proudly say that it's been a rocky, a fun, and such a memorable experience for me. It started out in dhol class. I was shy, I was uncomfortable a little bit, because it's new. I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know I had that coordination between both of my hands. However, the style of teaching in Ministry of Dhol really helped me. For example, the syllabus is composed of balls. So balls is what we say, as ball translate to speak in Punjabi or Hindi. So that broke down all the beats that I was supposed to play, whether it be jal, bhangra, giddas, dirikits, you name it. There are so many categories and variations and beats that you could play. It's very versatile. I can say that gigging in MissMOD has been fun. Performing in MissMOD has been fun, and it's been quite the experience, as it boosts your confidence. Not only that, it shows men, and it shows the South Indian community, the stereotypical, kind of sexist South Indian community, that females can do this. It's 2020, why can't we? It's the 21st century, why can't we? So I feel very, very proud to be able to showcase myself, showcase my sisters, my ability, as well as all the girls' ability using MissMOD. Thank you.
Wow, excellent. Didn't know you felt that way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just going to give you a little example of what we do. Going to do a little acoustic set. And then we've got something even more special for you all. So stay where you are, don't go away. Here we go. Special.